been a while since I smiled like to walk down the aisle. My heart beats like that of a child, and I play with guns like turnstiles, hoping they don't go off, because if so, well, that's my ass getting nailed like Jesus the cross. Landmines clear warpath, hands of time refuse small talk. This is yours if you're not afraid to walk, like a Popeye's afraid to bark, afraid of them eyes in the dark. Lonely roads make a weary heart, food for thought. White chalk make life dark like cakewalk. I take my cape off, words play off. Now back to my chaos like triage. Leave you beeping soft. I'm Charles in charge. They're still wondering who's the boss.
Welcome to the Smokin' Rhyme Show.
What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do? What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do? Let's talk about it, the problems we face. Let's fight hatred, no time to waste. The mind is naked, we can see it without an x-ray. Life is easy if we work together. We're the keepers, we're the people, we're all equal, filled with purpose. The past has pain, it'll drive you, even make you take aim. But together is where we should aim. Together is where we should. What are we here for? What do you truly want? When change is not enough, what do you do?
Welcome back to another edition of the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry.
Music and that cannabis talk.
What's going on, man?
Man, it's an exciting time of year, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do tell.
Football playoff time.
All right.
You got the All-Star break coming up.
Okay.
You know, we got a lot of things popping off.
You ready for the All-Star break, Super Bowl?
Super Bowl to me is just another day. I even think I picked up a triple-double on that day.
Okay.
I'm not concerned. I mean, I did buy some squares, but other than that, you know, I'm in the pool, but I really don't care.
But you're not getting your feet wet.
Nah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But if I had to root for anyone, it'd probably be Jalen Hurts.
Okay. All right. So Eagles all the way.
Yeah, man. First time there. Let's get it.
Just get it. You know what it is. Man, so how was your time off since the last show?
Man, the weather is held up. No snow. You know,
Survived the deep frost.
Yeah, a little bit of deep freeze, but I mean, pretty much everything's been everything's been going according to plan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. Okay, I don't even know what that means. So you're almost celebrating. Sounds like.
Hey man, always stay positive.
Okay, no doubt. That's the way to be. We promote that on this Smokin' Rhyme Show.
Promoting positivity.
Positive, no negative. There's so much negative information out there, man, that it's just it's over the top, and I'm tired of it. I have to start turning things off, and you know, making my clicks be heard.
Well, you know, I've been trying to stay fit lately, so I've been watching lately that there's been girls who have been trying to shame dudes just for likes on Insta and making big things up, and it's just crazy out there. The intranet is the worst gym ever.
I don't think it should be a gym.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why are you up there videotaping everything in the gym? A guy asks you, hey, how many sets you got? You be like, leave me alone, scumbag. I'm like, what? What is she talking about? He asked her how many sets she had left because she's been on this machine all day with a camera set up, 16 bottles of water. She's probably walked around 3 times.
Product placement. Come on. She got sponsors. She got you know what I'm saying?
Look, Go to the gym, work out, go home.
That's it.
Yeah, don't put on nothing skin tight. You need to look at your body. Look at it when you get home.
You don't want to see it.
Yeah, you just distracting me.
Mm-hmm. See? I mean,
or motivating me. Either way.
To motivate you to do what, though?
Get my own stuff together. Like,
Okay.
man, okay, then.
No
Hey,
doubt.
that's what the gym's about. Everybody's supposed to motivate everybody.
All right.
The next person, you see him do an extra set, you might want to do an extra
All
set.
right. But if you're filming, it takes away from that.
Nah, if you think you're going to do a whole production on your workout, I don't got time for that. Y'all better check my resume. I'm known for kicking water bottles.
Listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex 45.
Big E.
And now it's all about the smoking session. Light up a chalice, yeah, my brother. Cause you don't know it going on. Burn it on the corner. Hey, Big E, roll something now, man. Sure, you know, see Rexy 45 at the grinder. Loaded. Smoking rhymes. Hey, Greg Royal, representing now. Well, you take a sip, and now it's all about the smoking session. Light up a chalice, yeah, my brother, cause you don't know it going on. Burn it on the corner. Hey, Big E, roll something now, man. Sure, you know, see Rexy 45 at the grinder. Loaded. Smoking rhymes. Hey, Greg Royal, representing now. Well, you take a sip, take another sip out of the chalice. Oh no, you take a sip and make we burn it in a Buckingham Palace. Over the airwaves, waves. Take a sip, take another sip out of the chalice. Pass it on the right, take a sip and make we burn it in a Buckingham. Pass it on the left hand side, yeah. How dare you try to sell this farce to my generation when it was I you discovered the herbs, yeah. By the grave of Solomon, purified by good people with good intentions, to take your mind to a higher dimension. Hey, you, Mr. Evil Man, Rexy, see you with your evil plan, yeah. Oh, you fi tell me can't plant 1,000 trees and you have it locked up on your plantation. You have it locked up in a jar and I keep me youths behind bar. Smoking rhymes now support your legalization. Until every single youth will lock up in a jail for your spliff walk out of your station. You take a sip and take another sip out of the chalice. Smoking rhymes, yeah. Take a sip, burn it, blaze it, yo, yo. Smoking rhymes, yeah. Take it, oh no, ooh yeah. Burn it, boy, yeah. Burn it, boy, yeah. Take another sip, oh well. It's a journey. We on a journey. Nobody get weary. This life is a journey. Make me long. We on a journey. Traveling down the road with a heavy load, still we never get weary. Traveling up the road, dash where the heavy load, liberation hand in hand. In this life, challenges can be many.
And sometimes your feet get weary, but pick it up, saddle up and move. Get yourself in a lively groove, and nobody get weary now. We're still on a journey. Hey, this life, it is a journey. Traveling. Not every phase on this journey bring moments of bliss. But without the experience, would life be fulfilling? Pick it up, saddle up and move. Get yourself in a lively groove, and nobody get weary now.
These are good people. Now bring sons and daughters of pioneers.
Keep reggae. A judgment time again, a reality time again. The new world order, them Illuminati decide to destroy the children. A judgment time again, a reality time again. The new world order, them Illuminati decide to destroy the children. Me hear them a plan figure launch and attack one day. People them a burn them constantly. Me say a plot, them a plot. Say every day Babylon them a set them trap far away. Me say if you watch out for them, artists and corona flash I know for them. Hope you know no eyes no get blind out to them. No fi read so you can know this I know to them. Babylon with them brainwash education, microchips and satellite to watch your location. Babylon cause the situation, make so much people a dead. A judgment time again, a reality time again. The new world order, them Illuminati decide to destroy the children. A judgment time again, a reality time again. The new world order, them Illuminati decide to enslave the children. It gets stickier in a the Gideon. Get a youth get lost because illusion, confusion, manipulation. People misinterpret the situation, yeah. Babylon have them plan to misuse them. Then them twist and then turn and confuse them. Tell them all lies, then refuse them. Babylon I use them like tool them. Me tell you say, you have to protect your children them because dirty Babylon no abide by their own laws. Put gun in at them and then kill them off and see them die for a cause. A judgment time again, a reality time again. The new world order, them Illuminati decide to destroy the children. A judgment time again, a reality time again. The new world order, them Illuminati decide to enslave the children.
Salut tout le monde, vous êtes branchés sur Smokin Rhymes avec Rexy 45 et Biggie. Et cette prochaine chanson est une première mondiale. Je suis sûr que vous allez vous régaler.
What I'm saying to you this morning, my friend, even if it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, go on out and sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. Sweep streets like Handel and Beethoven composed music. Sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry. Sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper who swept his job well. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub on the side of the reel. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. It isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. And when you do this, you've mastered the length of life. this onward push to the end of self-fulfillment is the end of a person's life. Now, don't stop here, though. You know, a lot of people get no further in life than the length. They develop their inner powers. They do their jobs well. Do you know they try to live as if nobody else lives in the world but themselves? And they use everybody as mere tools to get to where they're going. They don't love anybody but themselves. And the only kind of love that they really have for other people is utilitarian love. You know, they just love people that they can use. A lot of people never get beyond the first dimension of life. They use other people as mere steps to which or by which they can climb to their goals and their ambitions. These people don't work out well in life. They may go for a while. They may think they're making it all right. But there is a law. They call it the law of gravitation in the physical universe. And it works. It's final. It's inexorable. Whatever goes up can come down. You shall reap what you sow. God has structured this universe that way. And he who goes through life not concerned about others will be a subject victim of this law. So I move on and say that it is necessary to add breath to length. Now, the breath of life is the outward concern for the welfare of others, as I said. Man has not begun to live until he can rise above the narrow confines of his own individual concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity.
You're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry.
Music and that cannabis talk.
Man.
Live from Grand Central Station. We're over here on track 9.
Something like that. Yo, we're everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a global show, Big E.
Definitely. We just pulled the trailer up at Yosemite State Park.
Smokin' Rhymes on tour.
Yeah, we about to roll out in a minute.
You know what it is. We're on wheels.
Make sure you send money to the GoFundMe so we could just race and drive around the country.
No doubt.
We only need $3.2 million.
That's it.
That's all.
Well, to race MotoGP, you probably need about...
Whoa, we're not going that far.
That's
Let's not go straight to the top.
All right, no doubt.
Yeah. It's a little bit crazy.
Definitely check us out on our Instagram page. Check out the Cannabis Fun Facts. A lot of information. I think we're coming up on 100 fun facts that we've been doling out. Some really interesting ones, so definitely.
Definitely. Fun fact, if you smoke my last joint and don't leave me none, this is going to be a problem.
That's a fun
fun fact.
So, man, speaking of problems, there's all type of stuff in the news right now. I don't know if you've gotten, I know you're busy. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to see what's going on in the world outside of the earthquake in Turkey.
Turkey, yes, that was very violent.
A lot of people talk about GoFundMe account. There's one out there for that.
I've seen a lot of footage from that as well.
Yeah, you can't watch too much of that.
And Ukraine's still popping off, so don't forget about that.
Yeah, I guess the U.S. and maybe some other countries might be sending some machinery to help out in that cause. I mean, it's been over a year. There are over 27 wars going on right now. Ukraine might be the one we hear about the most.
Yeah, this is true.
But there are a lot of... Go ahead.
But we got to keep an eye on China now that they're sending balloons randomly around the world just to spy on everybody.
Balloons. They're using our technology against us.
But they went old school on us.
That's what
let's not send a jet.
Yeah, right. That's what we were doing. back in the day, because they done gave us a history on that. And so I don't know. It's interesting that China does something like this, and we still do trade, we still do business. Russia do things, we still do business. Some business we cut them off. There's places that it's like y'all doing some effed up things, and we're still doing business with y'all. Like, oh well, that's politics. Business is business.
Man, look, I'd have shot that down as soon as I seen it. Like, what's that? I'm talking about. I don't care if I was standing in my yard. I would have loaded up the double odd 6. Took a couple shots at it. Like, that's not the moon.
Right. Well, they say they wanted it to get over order, so that way no one would get hurt, because it could be a lot. I think there's like a 7-mile radius of debris or something like that.
Yeah, and they probably missed some pieces because they waited till it got over water. Man, you should have shot that down on Uncle Willie's farm. We'd have went out there, picked up them pieces. Everything would have been fine. Guaranteed.
All right. It is what it is. So how do we retaliate? What do we do?
Send some of our balloons.
A balloon for a balloon?
But we're just going to drop pamphlets like the old school days and tell them what freedom really is.
So instead of them blowing up the balloon, we blow up the balloon with leaflets on the inside?
Yep, that's how you do it. Propaganda, baby. Send them out there. Next thing you know, everybody's going to be questioning everything. Like, yeah, I got this pamphlet. Explain some stuff to me I really didn't know.
There's more of us on the streets than they are in the military. Huh, what happens if we all work together?
Well,
imagine.
Half of those that's on the street is probably in the military.
Just imagine what would happen, Big E.
Definitely.
So, folks, pay attention to that. Show some kindness in your heart for the folks that are dealing with that earthquake. I've never, there was an earthquake here in Boston. Well, I think it was in Pennsylvania, but we felt it all the way up here, and
I did feel it as well.
And it the train vibrates more than it. But to imagine that the building is shaking and everybody's like kind of shook monkey for a second.
Well, the first thought in your head is what a raggedy piece of crap your house already is, and you're like, oh damn, I need to get outside.
I gotta go outside. I gotta go. You're trying to figure out where you should be standing in this moment. Like, is it a doorway? Is it
If you got one of those houses, if you fall, all kind of stuff falls with you, comes off the wall.
Right.
Wrong place.
Wrong place. So.
And I know they tell people stand in doorways and door frames and find support pillars, but the Turkey earthquake didn't care about that.
Nah.
Collapsed the whole building.
Everything came down. So I don't. I think not a life. I just want to say life-size drone, but a drone that can carry human beings is probably the best thing to do, because you're probably safest in the air. So I don't even think having a bunker, right? Because you could be buried for a while, and sure, if you can have food for a year, so that might work. But I think one of these drones that you can just jump in on and just deal with that and then land.
Man, look, the problem is when the house comes down on top of you, they ain't no. You could be in that pocket however long you want, but look, the outcome is the same, man. When the building shakes, get outside, run for the door,
and that's it.
Once you outside, man, you just gotta dodge poles and wires. I'd rather that than the whole ceiling pancake me straight to the floor. I couldn't take that, and I'm claustrophobic. You making me feel the kind of ways just talking about this.
You need to go outside.
Nah. I'm breathing a little hard.
You sure? Because we're coming up on our break, so you can go outside for a few if you would like.
You already know my motto: face your demons. I have nightmares about enclosed spaces, but I really haven't been in one, so I wouldn't know what my reaction would actually.
So you might be calm or depressed. Listen, I hope to never be in one. I can't. I don't even want. I'm those folks that crawl through caves and do all that stuff. God bless you. I would, as soon as I stuck my foot through or my head through, I would have been like, no, I'm done.
Any limited range of motion, I'm like, I quit.
I'm done.
What you mean? I can't just turn around and go back now?
It's like I got this itch and I can't scratch it right now. Done. Yeah. You're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be back.
Yes, indeed.
You're listening to.
Sponsored by Rex 45 Racing.
You're listening to the Smokin Rhyme Show. My name is Rex 45.
Big E.
Welcome back, man. Hey, we just talked about news in that first 25-minute segment. What's going on in health, man? I know you've been talking about hitting the gym hard. How's that going?
Lately, the gym's been calling my name.
Uh-huh.
Today I did a home workout because I had some house cleaning to do.
Okay.
Just coincided, but I did. It was a really good workout, I must say.
So you're like lifting, like tied and different things, or laundry bags, or
No, I actually purchased a bench.
okay.
And I have from 40 to 50-pound dumbbells. So I'm working it out.
All right.
So there's no 20s and no 10s at my house.
Got you. So you're locked in right now. So
Nah, I'm still stumbling in the darkness without a trail to go on. But I'm working it out. I really am.
okay.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
What does it look like?
A light to another tunnel.
So baby steps is what you're saying?
Yeah, I get to each tunnel when I get to it. But,
All right.
Let me conquer this one first.
I can see that. It's tough. We encourage, working out and being healthy and eating healthy. I realized the other day that I ate too much steak. So now I'm like,
Blasphemy. No,
too much. And I'm like, okay,
just need to up your vegetation intake. That's all.
it is.
That's all you need.
So I was like, all right, I gotta cut back on the steak. Body's slowing down a little bit. I can't consume it. I love the meat.
You heard it here first, everyone.
As I said it, I realized that it was probably, but anyway. So I enjoy eating steak, and
I too am a fine connoisseur of steaks, somewhat by your hand as well. I just feel like you've brought me down that path, but I realize that it's got to be a balance.
yeah,
You know how we go to those cookouts and there's nothing but meat?
yep.
You know how long it takes you to get rid of all of that?
Apparently, it's taking a longer time than I'm used to.
Yeah,
I was getting worried.
As you get older, you got to work on your digestive. You got to pay attention to it. Before, you didn't care. You could eat anything. Now, you got to make sure you're regular. Think like, when was the last time? I can't remember. Then that's a problem.
Yeah.
So go get you some milk of magnesia. go get you some prune juice. They got some real good prune juice out there.
I'll take some notes, man. But
Get some Metamucil.
so
A scoop of that in your coffee. Bang.
I like my coffee the way it is. I think I could just change my diet a little bit and be okay, Biggie.
I find I drink something fibrous before I go to sleep. So when I wake up in the morning, it's game time. We just empty the system and then it's off to work.
Okay, all right. Then you get on the scale.
Get your colon checked.
Yeah. Well, I coffee does that. So you just gotta have a cup of coffee and you don't gotta worry too much. But I'm
trust and believe you ain't gonna be able to touch no coffee. You just try to turbo boost. Okay, sip that.
So I gotta alter my diet a little bit going forward because it's not fun.
Just some tweaks.
Just some tweaks. You know what I mean? I'm not as the body's telling me, hey man, we're losing some power, Captain. We're losing some power.
Well, as a good friend, I will come by and take all the steaks out your house to make sure I save you.
Well, I just got to eat them slow.
Whoa.
I can't. I can't have several days in a week of steak.
Well, I've been thinking of taking meat breaks.
Yeah.
Just to get some veggie in me to, clean out the system.
No, I eat veggies too. Don't get me wrong. I definitely eat veggies, and
I do too, but I mean solely veggies. Have you done the juice cleanses?
No, I have not.
People tell me those clean you from the top to the bottom. So you just dry heave and just.
Listen, they got Sir CT for all those foreigners that know about Sir CTs.
Yeah. I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying? So
instant transmission.
there's definitely stuff to get you going if you need to, which is, like I said, when you're young, you can run around and all that. But after a certain age, you kind of got to watch what you eat along with that exercise. You can't just, I can't have steak, 4 days out of like 8 days.
If you're on a steady diet of Hennessy and grape juice, that's not good.
No, yeah. And it doesn't count when it's in the Hennessy.
No, it doesn't. I mean, the nutritional value is still there. It is. But still, it's fighting uphill. So definitely. I'm definitely not doing anything unhealthy.
Change, sometimes you might have to, look yourself in the mirror and part ways with the food that you enjoy the most and get a lot of pleasure from eating. Your body's trying to tell you sometimes.
So use it as a treat. Don't eat it all the time. Just every once in a while makes it even that more special.
Well, so that's what I'm thinking. I was like, all right, you know what? Before race, the night before racing, I'll definitely have steak because it's good to have the proteins in you and stuff like that. But I'm gonna cut back. I'm gonna cut back. I have to. It's not. I don't like to be uncomfortable in my own body.
Hear you in your trailer yelling out, "Give me the meat!" Coming right up.
Right, the grill is up to temp. You know what it is. It's done season already. Everything proper, as they say. You're listening to the Smokin Right Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
Got a lot of things going on. It is Black History Month, Big E.
It is the month in the history of the blacks.
Now, how do you? I feel like every day is Black History.
I feel like I learn something new every month. So, I come across some tidbit of information and I was like, wow, they massacred all those people too. And it's just very depressing.
Listen, man. It's beyond depressing. But we're gonna celebrate our presence and what we've done throughout history because it's from the beginning. I mean, it's from the beginning. So it's more the information. It's all I can say is just it's in the books now. It's online. There's a lot of information out there, but it is a celebration nonetheless, and very proud, Biggie.
Well, I'm black, so I celebrate black achievements every day.
Because
all my brothers out there doing big things.
No doubt.
The agent.
Young, black, and witty as so you can join in the club of pushing they luck. My niggas 40 it up, ridiculed by niggas 40 and up. Time's up now, surely it's us. Time ticket to the album drop. Euro with the bread like a hero with the fixes. The MC flipping with the arms like a Nero. Shot like Rick Fox when I parlay with the Vixens. Breaking like Turbo at the shop with the broomstick. Mitigate the 8 balls pushing by the pool stick. Dash like Stacy with the cash, got him clueless. Cherry on top, I can do without the cool whip. Born in mid-May, I can do without the bullshit. Nuba with your niggas went and pull. Stick to the cool. Still bound by unspoken rules. Your lanes ain't tough, y'all approachable. Don't let this game get the best of you. School of hard knocks and they testing you. They don't want these problems, I don't expect them to. Beef and brock, I turn to vegetables. Just move, just move, just move, just move, 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 move. Just move, just move, 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 move. Don't stop, keep it moving. Just don't stop, keep it moving. Just don't stop, keep it moving. Don't stop, keep it moving. Just don't stop, keep it moving. Just don't stop, keep it moving. Shorty, please don't stop. I wanna see you back it up, don't stop. I just want a minute of your time. Let me know what you got on your mind. Yeah, don't stop, keep it moving. Girl, let's go and do it. Put your back into it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dance like it's a movement. Girl, let's make a movie. Put your back into it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright, alright,
C on the mix. Hey, I feel no, yeah. Lakeside, make you to please. It be like I dey sleep, but this one no be dream. Many things I feel, many things I see. One person no fit thief, you no fit to talk and finish yo. Country I dey get the limit yo. Life it tough, you no fit kill him yo. Urgent to care all that chicken yo. Party don't start, everybody dance, people them are feeling the fun. Hey yo, hey yo. Yeah, I don't gas, everybody high, nobody they hear mommy call. Hey yo, yo, yo. My mama, yeah. Anamisa, Pentecost Day, hallelujah. Atakulate, brain it tire. I want Shaye Malaysia. I want go to Canada. I want go Australia. I know like it China. I remember Nigeria. Mosquito and malaria. Never don't cut the light, but we still be their father. I want Shaye Malaysia. I want go to Canada. I want go Australia. I know like it China. I remember Nigeria. Mosquito and malaria. Never don't cut the light, but we still be their father. One punch, one die, everything it don't cast. One dust, one stand, everybody must die. One blunt, one tie, all the brain it don't fly. Go front, come back, everything will come down. Anamisa, Pentecost Day, hallelujah. Atakulate, brain it tire. Loke la mama la, imi adebe ma gara la. Loke la mama la, imi adebe ma paraya.
From the first one to the next one, from the next one to the last one. I go by the name MC Lakeside. You are listening to Smoking Rhymes with Rexy45 on Big E. Stay tuned, don't touch it, flare from Shout out to my boy Ray.
Yeah, you know what? I don't get this. My hands up, they shoot me. Please, what's wrong with this bitch? Ooh, yeah. My hands up, they shoot me. More than you alive. My hands up, they shoot me. Government is playing with us. Now speak. Damn it. Which way, Nigeria? Tell me which way to go. I'm tired of asking, but I need to know which way, Nigeria. Ever since I was born, I'll be hearing the same question every now and then. Which way, Nigeria? Which way to get rid of all this corruption? Cause we need to grow. Which way, Nigeria? I'm sick of hearing Niger go better. Wanna be could tell me when. Which way, Nigeria? Oh no, I can't sleep. Handle y'all expect me to pretend everything is good and sit back. No, it's time to get up and fight this evil. It's time to say no. I've been asking questions and I need answers from who knows. How long shall we continue to shy out and later? Are we gonna let corruption beat us again and make us CEO? I think it's our time we need to stand strong again. Vote fight back, cause we're not here to negotiate or beg the police go. Listen, I'm not here to sound church, but if you take it personal, get your lawsuits and wicked judgment. The reason why truth is always beat his house is wrong. This whole system is corrupt, they can't even crawl. Females say getting info, but I say we ain't getting enough. You better wise up, ain't y'all done fooling enough. I'm here to bring you the truth, man, this in the blood. We've been deceived enough, all we need is freedom, we've slept enough. If I can bring my voice to rap, you too can do the same. My hands up, they shoot me. The sun gon' get me scared, but good deeds gon' earn your respect. My hands up, they shoot me. You say that my truth is a crime, where you got proof that truth is life. My hands up, they shoot me. So you still don't enjoy your life. Yeah, you when you take out mine. My hands up, they shoot me. They say this is democracy, but it's fucking not leading protest.
War on the horizon. A ship with bloody sail. Andy Young slips on his Chamberlain appeasement get-up he got from years listening to the CP hype Martin Luther King. Is there somebody here to record this? The U.S. being thrown out the front door, the Russian bear charging through the back door. My man, suddenly clearly an apologist for new style colonialism, telling us we can't fight in the U.S. Those centuries of our dead are buried here. Oceans of our blood have fertilized a black nation in the South. Is there someone here to get this down? Can I get a, like they say, witness? An eye that can see through this here. In Jimmy Carter's Snake Oil show, there is a room nobody talks about. Steel door, fumes seep underneath. Inside, blood and hair on the floor, bones stacked in the corner. Photos of Goering and Goebbels and Joe McCarthy and Nixon in the nude, trying to put helmets on their pecker woods. Will somebody put this stuff out? You walk through a museum, all the colors of the spectrum, right there, but not one image, except of checks passing. Pollock dollar signs, de Kooning fortunes, Larry Rivers pots at the end of the rainbow. No people, no love, no heart and soul insides flowing out, no fighting in the street, no fires rip the sky, no children screaming death, no police, no state, except it is the state. Bull on the wall. No people struggle, just colors thrown by baby Snoops, down and leaving unintellectual. No record of this place. As wild a motherfucking joint as America is, somebody should get this down. Otherwise, no one will believe it. Get it down. Get it on the record. Get the hate, the horror, the lies, the Rockefeller monsters eating corpses. Hey, bro, say hey, what it is, dude? Hey, toot, do it is ya? Wow, loud, duty-roo, baby. Carrying a radio on his shoulder. Eating corpses, coal mines, garment center, assembly lines. Hot steaming steel poured through space. Not any of life is there. Hey, poet, you artist. He turns in the shadows, sucking a marble, dribbling Andy Warhol's lost nut. He is an artist. He is a poet, a po9 too. His work is about everything. His work is about the universe. Her work is about the universe. Her work is about stars belching. Her work is about gray hair, lost in the desert, peeped in a teeny voice. No babies, no screams, no red life, no future. Death peeped in a teeny voice. Stupidity dripped in a sultry voice. Bourgeois poets yodel nonsense about boring absence. They think up funny ways for letters to sit on the page. Concrete bull. Arty dumb shit. They are safe as old toilet paper. Revolution sweeps the world. Bourgeois artists stare at crumbs of dust in the light. People change reality. But these dull imitation poets talk to us of fragmented nothingness. Like two-cell creatures trying to bebop. The world is heavier than they know. They do not know. They fight knowledge with abstraction and think they cool because they talk to themselves. They are full of like vultures pecking on an open grave. They uphold dying capitalism and give themselves airs. They think they is profound and complex. But the people think it's as profound and complex as monkey farts. Now, meditate on that.
Gave me a reason to smoke rhymes. Come dope like I snort lines. Listen on the West Coast at 8. Then you straight Midwest, the show starts at 9. 10 in Eastern time for ill hip-hop and spoken word on beats. High 87 FM, the hottest spoken word on the streets. I live. I know I watched it, got my music played last week. Didn't know that it really occurred that deep. Weed podcast with Rex 45 Big E. Got me stretching lime inside brown whiteout sheets. Got me dirty kicking rhymes like soccer cleats. I trained for this, plus I got the proper sleep. For every Monday to tune in the boss's airways. Whack MCs, a box of karate chop your airways. I'm lethal, and there's poison in my pen. Wanna hear more of me? Then change the frequency on your radio and tune in. Cause to miss a show like this is a goddamn sin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. Roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke, hands, roll, light, smoke. Break the Spanish down in my rollie and I'm scrolling it up. We put the whole 7 in it, you ain't holding it up. Hitting 12 in the lane while we sparking it up. Rexy 45 and Big E to soon the city show up. But the city been waiting, we been cooking and baking. Planning, putting that cake in, plotting, moving and shaking. LeBron, Steph Curry with the rock, shake the pot. There's some big boss cannabis talk, cultural elevation.
Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. It's 420 in this world somewhere. Outside, say rolling it up. Up north, stay rolling it up. What's up? Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. If you feeling me, put one in me. West side, stay rolling it up. East coast, stay rolling it up. What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, you know what it is. Welcome. I'm going to tell you one thing only. Roll one, smoke one if you got one. But I'm not going to tell you what to do. But feel free to join us. Please. So, let's get right into it. We have a lot of local information for you today. Mm-hmm. And we see that the equity is supposed to be the pillar of Boston's cannabis industry, on them making it better for those who have been adversely affected by the so-called war on drugs. But now we have our first black woman who owns a cannabis dispensary now. Mm-hmm. And there's the issue with that is, since we voted and legalized marijuana in 2016, it was supposed to correct the wrongs that were done. Right. But the Commonwealth has already shown that the cannabis industry remains overwhelmingly white at this point. So, you know, the not saying that white people haven't been adversely affected by cannabis as well, but I'm saying it's adversely white at this point.
Right.
So,
what was the did you give it a percentage?
Oh, we have several percentages here, and I'll definitely get into that.
Okay.
It's just weird that the pitch that they start out with is how they want to make everything equal. Well, you should have did that right from the beginning.
Right from the beginning, instead of playing catch up.
Yeah, so now all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of other people that you'd like get a head start in the game. Now they have all the money. Now they're opening other locations before other people even open their first.
Right.
So
you're absolutely right.
It's just crazy. Yeah. And the young lady we're talking about who opened this dispensary, she said that she has people coming in to her spot in tears, telling her that she inspires them to, you know, proceed into the business as well. But we already know that the red tape that's involved usually discourages most. And our dispensaries that have been open since 2018 have hit the $4 billion mark.
Wow.
Already.
And only a few black-owned cannabis companies.
Definitely. And if you take a closer look to the data, that the industry remains overwhelmingly white and male-run, not just. That's a double
whammy.
Negative for a certain demographic.
It's not a good look when we've been talking about change for a while.
Well, they're saying for the overall marijuana industry, it's 62% of men, 37% of women.
Okay.
But when it comes to when we break it down by race, 68% are white compared to 10% Hispanic and 8% black. So it seems like it's just a merry-go-round of what we always go through in any situation, the rich who get richer because they're in a situation to proceed, where other people got to build up their equity and their money to start these type of things.
Right.
We've already discussed this many times. We already knew that as soon as it was legal, the people who have the money are going to be the ones to get in. Simple as that. They're not passing out. If that was the point, they should have just passed out licenses a long time ago.
Right.
Right from the bottom. Instead, it's still, at this point, we still got people struggling to open one.
It should have been easy enough to be like, come down here, fill out this piece of paper. You got a business. Good luck. The hoops that the cannabis industry has to go through. There are things that are more dangerous There are things that are dangerous for you that has less restriction than cannabis.
Definitely.
And between that and not having the money, and then it's not even just some in mass. If you're not contributing to some fund in that town, so it's not even just having your own money. You essentially got to pay the people off,
basically.
And dude in the old mayor down in New Bedford or Fall River, wherever he was, young boy, he's doing time for taking money, but they all took money, you know.
Basically, basically to get the permit ain't free. Who you paying? It all depends on who you paying and who you know.
So, and the powers to be, they act like they know what they're doing, and they come out with the stance like they know what they're doing. But come on, we've seen politicians now around the board of cannabis companies and
switching up after they started out
on the other side of
not supporting, and then all of a sudden now you resign from your position, but you're heading a cannabis board because you know it's $1 billion industry.
It is, and what's going to end up happening is it's going to come like the cigarette. It's going to be like 2 or 3 businesses, 2 or 3 companies that own all these cannabis shops all across the country.
Yep.
And that's the downside with it, because you're not going to get really good bud. It's going to be really hard to get really good bud. And I love the fact that marijuana is legal and available, but I prefer to have really good bud.
Well, we also know that as far as being the supply of bud with all these new places legalizing it, there's a lot of complaint about out of town dope too.
Right.
That some dispensaries are not playing by the rules. These are allegations made by other people saying that these dispensaries are buying cannabis from anywhere and everywhere.
Right.
And it's like a $25 million worth of recreational marijuana a month.
Wow. You're listening to the Smokin' Rhymes Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're going to take a quick commercial break and get back to this cannabis talk in a few.
Yes, indeed.
You're listening to Smokin' Rhymes. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
Cannabis, man.
Yes, indeed. So now they're also in Connecticut as well. They're changing their grow licensing and making it easier to get a grow licensing because they're having the problem with supply. Yeah. So now they're just here. I'm wondering, do I need to move there?
Well, listen, if you got a green thumb, man, come on.
I got a bunch of green stuff at the house. I mean, it sounds good, but you know what I'm saying? If you're just getting into it thinking you're going to get rich quick, it's long haul, baby.
Yeah.
It's long haul.
Like I said, if you got the skill set, you know what I mean, you'll get there because you're going to shine through. But if you just, we've talked about the different cannabis places and the THC levels and what they smoke like, and yet the numbers are the same. Numbers can't be the same because they don't
just don't add up. I'm wondering, maybe it's because it's sat for a period of time that loses its potency.
I think they got their own math, and the other place got their own math, but it ain't the same math.
Well, we already know that there's inconsistencies with the companies that they've put in power to test everything.
Right.
And it feels like the highest bidder or the quickest results, they'll give him all the money. And that was a complaint by other testing facilities, that they were all going to particular testing facilities that would give them a bump up in their ratings to make their cannabis more expensive. And it's just like anything else, man.
Just do it for the love. Just do it for the love of cannabis, people.
If they can find a way to cheat you, they will. It's terrible to have to do that, but
it shouldn't have to be the way.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Not the way at all.
Yeah, definitely.
You're listening to the Smokin Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
Let's get into some music, man.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Alright, oh yes. And Mr. Ice representing. Oh yeah. And when you walk the road of life, me I tell you, my friend, good vibes only. Positive liberty to survive, me tell you again, good vibes only. I know the road is rough, don't let it keep you down. And your good vibes only. Now them will fight you down, want see you reach the ground. I say your good vibes only.
Oh yeah, time to flex, took a trip again. Got these crabs in my city, so I'm eating lobster then. Roll a stove, watch it fold with my yoke, mobbing it like the patience to be waiting. So just get up on your win like chess. Win them checks, make your moves, no regrets. Your whole crew full of goofs, pull my dick. Cheese and wine, cute in time of violence. Why, oh man? Why do y'all still guessing? I be out here finessing. I'm living my life, no stressing. And I don't got time for the lectures. So don't pass me no scriptures. Really, I don't need no lessons. Really, I just work perfection. Really, aiming at your neck. Hammer's cock. Take your last breath. Stop. See your work. Go your way. We ain't got no pots. You can front. But it's good vibes only. Catch me in the cut. Rolling up.
Well, you hear me now? Them sing your club, just on the roll and I put fear in them. Them used to call me, you know we no hear them again. Them come and talk about friend and I pretend them, I pretend because them only come around when time we have money to spend. Them here we talk, them the one side a laugh. But I truth is when we dark, them a bark. We make them know so we no trust no shadow after dark. Because them can't put a foot where we walk.
I'ma tell you a little something about this side. Yeah, coming live from the east side. Head up, but I got my threes high. Cold shade, I'm on a tree high. Y'all steady snapping your whole life. Talent, but you got no life. Free doom, you got no rights. And my mind's left, but I know rights. I'm off the shit. Really with it, I sips tea, ribbit. I got the flip and I wrote the script and my words depicted. I really get it. Just forget it, you slacking. If this a test, then who passing? My life's a blunt, I ain't passing. So don't kill my vibe, I'm spazzing. I think and acting don't chat. Y'all don't think and don't act. Y'all spend your rent on cold raps. It's what I know, I quote facts. Yo, she's a hoe facts. And I'm getting throw back. Yo, shut the time, I throw pass. I touch you down, no pass. No funny-ish, no Debbie Dollars, no bunny-ish. Don't come around with those negatives, cause I Bruce Lee child niggas quit. Man, you ain't slick, try to sniff around like you ain't Rick. You think you know, but don't mind this. Do it, make it certain time, let's not rewind
and
this.
When you walk the road of life, yeah, I tell you, my friend, yeah, good vibes only.
Yeah, Giorgio, Paco Rabanne, Sachi, Dolce, Prada. I smell like money. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah. VIP, only time I put up in the back. Polo white tee, just so you can see the back. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah. Baby, rub me in that cocoa butter, yeah. All of my brothers love my color, yeah. Well educated, well celebrated. celebrated. Got that black skin and all that's melanated. I'm hella faded. Fresh deposit in the bank and you can smell the fragrance. I smell that money, baby. Dolce on my collarbone, hot a box on my cell phone. Wrist shining like heaven's door. If you never knew, then you never know. Watch what you're talking, is y'all crazy? I got knots in my head, dude. Cool in the pocket, I'm Tom Brady. Fourth quarter like I'm Isaiah. I'm a Jamaican that speaking Spanish, eating Ethiopian with the team. Plus I be hanging with people that's blacker than black and black and they black as me. Freelance, know how to dance, bachata with Dominicans. BT, no ETs, like I just moved out of DC. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah, yeah, yeah. VIP, only time I pull up in the back. Polo white tee, just so you can see the black. I love my color, yeah, I love my color, yeah, 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 yeah.
What a tragedy. Never did imagine he would be the next in line to be the hood's next casualty. Cookie cutter kid simply lacked originality. Mom's worked 2 jobs, but his daddy was an absentee. It happened to be August, it was hot, but if you asking me, it was the kind of thing that was bound to happen eventually. This girl that he was crushing on ever since elementary invited him to her crib for the party of the century. He shouldn't have been driving, though he had a license technically. He pulled up to the house, opened the trunk, and for a second he thought about the consequences of behaving recklessly, but tucked it in his waist and then approached the party skeptically. Inevitably he had a couple shots and then essentially he got into an argument with a former enemy. Somebody shouted out, yo, that's the dude that stole my MPC. He pulled it out, cocked and squeezed just like it was meant to be. To do it, he was new to all this gangstering, just a little knucklehead trying to do his gangster thing, practicing his gangster lean, and now he done a gangster thing. Ambulances come and party over, and it's thanks to him. He feeling that adrenaline as he proceeds to flee the scene, whipping in the speeding lane, swerving in the freezing rain. He passing by his school, think he's never going to school again, never act a fool again, he'll never pack a tool again. He used to be such a good kid, he never was a hooligan, probably never hit that YMCA pool again, cause after an encounter with a bully named Julian, he bought a 22 from a dude he knew from school, and then he brought it to this party, and he drank a little booze, and then he lost his temper, can't remember what it was, went through him, and
all police bulletin, all units get pursuing him, get him alive, bring him here, we'll figure what to do with them.
Driving with his knees, he takes a celly out his pocket. Same feeling as the weapon, first time he ever cocked it. Still gripping in the other hand as if he couldn't drop it. Only got a 22 and now he wished he had a chopper, cause a lot of coppers flocking and they got a helicopter, and his liver's dying wish is just another shot of vodka. And his mama always wanted him to grow to be a doctor, but his options got diminished in the streets without a papa. Now his life about to change and he's powerless to stop it. He ain't really steal the MPC, but that's another topic. He pressed the mama button on the phone, it's on and popping. Now he's weaving through the traffic with no signs of ever stopping. Looking at the road ahead of him, he sees the cops to block the Glock's aim, trying to put him in a boxer on a docket. His mama picks the phone up while she's fingering the locket. Man, the party of the century ended up so catastrophic.
A lesson in proper sentence construction. Writing is a process where you place sentences in a proper sequence. Whenever a single sentence is read aloud, it should be easily comprehensible. Clear and concise sentences are always preferable. Example, Javon smiles. See? Javon is the proper noun in that sentence, but can be easily replaced by the noun boy. Smiles is the action verb in that sentence. It does something in the world. If you want to get fancy, color that sentence up. Throw in an adjective just before the noun. Adverbs, on the other hand, should always follow the verb in which they're used to describe. Example, the black boy smiles largely. See? It should be noted, however, that in this sentence, the black boy is the sentence, not the sentenced. The black boy is not a lesson in court cases or how the judicial system railroads black families. In this poem, the black boy is the subject, the sentence, the object. The object lesson here being is that the court construct its sentences opposite grammatical law. It is incorrect for a judge to say, I'm going to go with the state's recommendation and sentence you to X amount of years. Rather, whenever we consider an event that have occurred to be unfinished and can therefore always happen again, we should use perfect present tense. In this way, a judge might better say, the state has been recommending and been sentencing the black boy for years. I used to think I wanted to conquer the world. Like any mediocre white man we would later call great, I thought my life too worthy of a state-sanctioned monument. Which is to say, I was a model citizen, believed in the American dream. I pledged allegiance, believed in blind justice. Years ago, I testified in court as a character witness for a friend because I thought all my degrees would matter. The judge gave him a decade for a felony he likely did not commit. But even if he did, what exactly does that sentence say? What exactly does that sentence mean? The court turned into a musty Klan's robe. His mother wept uncontrollably. Before they took him away, he turned to us. But the black boy could not smile. The black boy could not smile. The black boy could not. And isn't that a proper sentence too? Clear and concise, but still somehow too long, like the sentences black folk are always given, but it's still incorrect. It is still incorrect. It is still incorrect to say that the black boy was jailed. It is passive and lacks a subject. Who jailed the black boy? Who jailed the black boy? The racist system jailed him harshly. See the placement of the adjectives and adverbs. See who's doing all the action here. See no mention of the black girl, how easily she is erased. See exactly how they teach us to construct a proper sentence.
You're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry, music
and that cannabis talk.
Well, Big E, I think you took the wrong chord out. You meant to take the other chord. Oh man, that's all good. You know, we having a little bit of power issues, but it's all good. We're gonna sort it out, man. We got sports and entertainment coming up, which is a lot to talk about in the sports realm and even entertainment with the Grammys. Just came up and some big winners in that. Beyonce is put herself above all other winners. She's the LeBron James of the Grammys, got the most points and whatnot. So that's a big thing in this new era of musicians and athletes that are breaking records that's been sitting and standing for so long, Big E. I don't understand
Is that a real saying?
What's that?
The LeBron James of something?
Nah,
That's a real saying?
I made that up just now.
Oh, I was about to say. This is the Tom Brady of or the Michael Jordan of, but
scoring.
He
scored.
Okay, maybe you're talking about
scored.
that you don't win all the time. So, okay, yeah, LeBron. Okay, yeah, I can see.
Well, listen, if you listen to Kanye, she should have won more, right? So Kanye then stepped up there and said, anyway, I don't want to bring that up right now. Sensitive. But what I'm trying to say is, what did you get a chance to see the Grammys or even see LeBron beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record?
No, I don't waste my time with such frivolous things.
Which
I did see a little bit of
Uh-huh.
Lizzo winning,
right,
for like album of the year or something.
Okay.
Are we getting chased?
I don't know. It's not. Sounds like it might be close by.
Right.
Yeah, I had to check for a second. I'm like, is that a sound I'm playing? But nah.
This is one of those cops episodes where it's filming live and they're at your door. You're watching like, hey, it looks like my house.
It's like, it's too. I don't even want to play. I listened to Smokin Rhymes. So I don't know how you'd classify Beyonce winning her. I don't even know what the number is, but she won the most.
Well, as she should. She's always relevant, always dropping. That's what you got to do.
I think it's over 30 or something like that.
Always performing. She got the ill stage show, and I mean, hey, I can see it.
You can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Chris Brown I don't even think he was nominated or he didn't win.
Was there a dance category?
Yeah, music.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He has some good music, too.
Yeah, okay. All right. Had to kickstart your battery, Biggie?
I was, I don't know how that, was this the Grammys? I don't know how the Grammys work.
Okay, got you. I think they're pairs or something like that. Votes. Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Okay.
So
your own friends didn't vote you in?
Well, you need enough of your friends to be in. Right, and I don't know what the membership is like and who gets to be part of that too. So, they don't tell me them things when they call me. They just kind of tell me what's going on,
Yeah.
But not much.
Yeah, well, things happen.
So yeah, man, and then
congratulations to all winners, please.
Got you, and so Nike has a movie coming out.
I saw that they have a movie coming about their origin story.
Well, it's not origin. It's the son, Black Jesus.
When they got Black Jesus.
And the ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. If only we had
a Black Jesus. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Now we know.
And
you said Black Jesus, the thunder and lightning. Lights went on. Lights came back on. Things went crazy.
Things went crazy in here, man. I don't know what's happening.
You must have got the LeBron James lights.
They got everything. They got everything. Anyway.
It doesn't shine all the time. I like that one.
So Kyrie Irving is now gone to
Utah.
Dallas.
Oh, that's right, the Mavs.
Dallas.
Thinking of my boy West, y'all.
And I have a problem with commentators or folks behind the mic picking on Kyrie Irving. And I say picking because you don't have anything to talk about. Everyone is entitled to want to leave their job. It's their right. It's your right. You're unhappy at your job, you leave. You don't stay at the job. Once upon a time, I think people stayed at jobs they hated. And, remember we had a job once upon a time and two people worked together and they hated each other, but they worked together.
That's true.
That's once upon a time. Now you want to go to work and feel good about yourself and
for the money
and smile and even not even for the money. I mean, Kyrie's case, whatever, but like for regular folks, even not for the money. It's like we're in a society now where you don't have to be unhappy in a job. So to give him flack about that is absurd because these dudes go run around and go get jobs because what they want to do. And they leave jobs that they're not happy with. And we're not putting them on blast. So, you gave him fault for whatever you want to as far as not saying sorry for something he felt he shouldn't have. Okay, fine. But now the man wants out of a situation. And he made a good point. It's just like, I left the team in 4th place. So what are you talking trash about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he said, I left you close to the top.
But
climb the rest of the way by yourself.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he quit and people go, oh well, he took 2 weeks off. Well, listen, in this country, there's a Family Leave Act. You can take time off for no reason. So if you don't feel good, you just have to go and say, listen, doc, I don't feel good. I need some time off. Nobody can tell you nothing. So and these people come up here and they lash out.
They could be like, excuse me, sir, this is your 7th time here this year. I'm like, look, man, I don't feel good.
Hey, listen, it's there, man. Listen, it's there. So, it's like they're making it seem like he's doing something wrong. Now, there's stuff in the past that we can debate about, but it's kind of like, yo, the man has moved on. The man is playing his ball. Playing ball. He's 27, 5-5, or whatever the case may be. So he it's not like he quit basketball wise. And commentators who are on all the time, they don't have anything to say. So they come up here and they act like some, I don't want to insult anybody, but they come up here and they're just whining and like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Go do some research and find something good to talk about, and not sit here and just scream and lash out like you're trying to get easy clicks and easy likes because you're up here, saying, well, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Okay, man. What did you do? Like, come on. Let's be real. Listen to Smokin' Rhymes. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with this poetry.
Music and the cannabis talk. In a little soapbox.
Always soapbox. Now, Super Bowl's coming out.
The bowl of the supers. I assume that's what it is.
Right. You're leaning towards Jalen Hurts.
No leaning. I can't stand Mahomes. Not a fan. Never been a fan. Patriots for life, baby.
Okay. All right. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, well, eagle fly. Soar.
What are you, Kevin Hart?
I don't know. I don't know. What is their? What is
the Eagles?
What is their chant?
Fly,
Eagles fly, soar, Eagles soar.
What do I know, man?
I don't know.
All I know is Rexy 45 chant.
Just do what you do, and we'll see it at the crossroads. I thought about putting a bet in now that sports betting is legal
in Massachusetts.
Yes, indeed. I would have to drive to the establishment and make the bet in person.
Okay.
At this point, because the online doesn't start until March 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't start until March 10th.
Okay. So. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the gambling, but yeah, I think I can go either way. I honestly don't care who wins. Whether it's the Chiefs or Jalen Hurts. But it seems like Jalen Hurts gotten a lot of flack coming into the league and not playing, his last years or so in college. Or I think it was a year, right?
They didn't believe in him.
So, it's always when they don't believe in you. But that's the thing about life. No, you don't need anyone to believe in you. I don't want to start preaching, but a lot of people feel like it's nice when you have somebody saying that'll, that or this, that or that. It's, what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to believe in yourself, because when people believe in you and you don't believe in yourself, they're just kind of wasting their time.
You don't need to believe in me. Look at my stats. Speak for themselves.
That's it, man. So, sometimes you just got to sometimes you got to walk it alone, and then you might have one or two people that's down with you, and your crew might be real small and tight, but at the end of the day, you work with what you got.
Small and tight. You know what you got. No, I mean, hey, I wish him the best of luck. You know what I'm saying? But I would hope his first time he could just go do the damn thing.
No doubt.
That would be really amazing.
Yep. Listen to Smokin' Rhymes. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on every week with this poetry,
music, and this cannabis talk.
Taking another quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with some more of this sports and entertainment and finish out this last segment, Big E.
We on the Ducati checking the brakes. Making sure we can stop when we need to.
You're listening to the Smokin' Rhymes Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry,
music, and that cannabis talk.
Man, we got commercial breaks, Big E.
Hey, man. Got to push the product.
No doubt.
Beats the old days standing on the corner.
No doubt. Speaking of product, go to HY Boston.
Get high.
.com. Get your latest HY gear. See Big E over there rocking the HY hoodie, Smokin' Rhymes,
paraphernalia
T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Definitely go to HY Boston. Support the cause. Support the thing. We're the ting. All them things.
Keep your eyes out for the Smokin' Rhymes. What is it called again?
You tell me, man.
Yeah.
Which thing? There's lots of things. Which thing are you talking about? The hoodies? Or are you talking about the long sleeve tees? Are you talking about short sleeve tees?
I'm Tell them about everything. Go
Okay.
ahead. What you want? Socks? What you want? Headbands? What
We
you
got
want? Drawers?
we got mugs. We got stickers. Friend us, like us, subscribe to the YouTube page. Rexy45. 45 is spelled out. Subscribe. Tell a friend. This thing is global, and we want to shout out to all the folks that likes us, our stuff, play our stuff. Very appreciative.
And look out for the Smokin' Rhyme Showcase.
No doubt. And like I said before, check out the fun facts. It's pretty cool if you're into cannabis. There's a lot of information there. And check out all the episodes. Listen, man, we've been talking about cannabis for a long time. I remember there's only like a handful of states that were legal. Medical, not even, recreational.
Recreational. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, good things, good times. We're going to get back into some music, Big E.
A little bit of tunes.
And finish out this thing as them say. Right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, man, take it off.
Yeah, we from Boston. Some days you walking in the snow when your toes cold. The winter's coming, trying to make it home. Your sneakers is wet and your hoodie soaked. We woke up blessed to another morning. I hope your homie don't break the code. Ain't got to nap, I'll be really on it. Trying to stay warm with a cup of joe. Pray to God, I know a mama morning. Give us the strength to push forward. Break the barriers like bulldozers. Everybody stay cool if they pull us over. Yeah, wait, I got a lot on my plate. I'm just trying to get through the day. I gotta maneuver and gain. Fast pace. This Doty just smacked my face. Time to just move it, don't wait. Gotta just move through the pain. I move through the 6 with the shuffle. They dig what I'm kicking, no shovel. I step with a drip, leave a puddle. Been away, but the flexing is subtle. When I'm in, I'm the one who they checking for. Just Louis the belt with the checkerboards. I gotta get it, whatever cost. Just as small while we here, but we living large. This for them days where I had to finesse. Speak through the beats like a jab and connect. When things went wrong, no, we had to collect. My son need them J's, doggy, what you expect? Stay close from bro, no, he never forget. Look at the phone, wonder should I accept? 6 a.m. while I'm boarding the jet. I've been up for hours, I ain't even slept. Yeah, wait, I got a lot on my plate. I'm just trying to get through the day. I gotta maneuver and gain. Fast pace. This Doty just smacked my face. Time to just move it, don't wait. Gotta just move through the pain. My stocks increase, my bands increase, my pants increase, my brand is neat. Been doing this since 7.
Hey, yo, Boston, what up? It's the culture curator, John Beatty. Make sure you keep that radio station locked on 87.7. It's Smoking Rhymes with Rex 45 and Big E. Let's go.
Even though I made mistakes, it won't distract me from my dreams. Put a price all on my head, but can't afford her, is that beef? All the nights we headed out, can't let you fall down to those streets. Always knew you had my back, we hold it down, won't never leave. And I know I made mistakes, it won't distract me from my dreams. Put a price all on my head, but can't afford her, is that beef? All the nights we headed out, can't let you fall down to those streets. Always knew you had my back, we hold it down, won't never leave. And I know that we would make it, this was all part of the schemes. Had it tough, we growing up, I told my dog he never need. Even though my head gets clouded, tryna bank off what I see. Gotta keep my head up, I can't let my soldiers see me weak. Said this family shit we know could get to the extremes. When we argue, it don't mean shit, cause we know we still a team. Tryna find some help, but boy, raised too proud to ever plead. Get it on my own, make something out enough to switch the scene. Said I lost some brothers coming in 2018. It look hard right now, the road that's still ahead is looking steep. But we on right now, the family staying strong, I gotta lead. Sing this song right now if anybody understanding me. And I know I made mistakes, it won't distract me from my dreams. Put a price all on my head, but can't afford her, is that beef? All the nights we headed out, can't let you fall down to those streets. Always knew you had my back, we hold it down, won't never leave. And I know I made mistakes, it won't distract me from my dreams. Put a price all on my head, but can't afford her, is that beef? All the nights we headed out, can't let you fall down to those streets. Always knew you had my back, we hold it down, won't never leave. And this purpose, nevertheless, I'm still hurting. All the time I give, serving up a check, it's still worth it. Many times I've been low, hit the bank, I'm still splurging. The press, media is still working. That's how I surface. Impart a vision, see my lyrics make you worship. Look to God, know I got my flaws, but damn near perfect in this life. Looking by my side, my brothers down the ride. Swear I die, take a bullet for them, never waste my time. And I show my love to those who stand by any means. No, we up, we double up, but no, we never switch the scene. Keep it real, we never play the field. Money chase the steal, close the deal. Messing up in life, but always kept it real. And I
What's going on, Boston? This is Fresh from DE, and you are listening to Smokin' Rhymes with Rexy45 and Big E.
Yeah, pulled up, can't deny, yeah, they know us. Did my thing, I don't need no leeches, ain't no piggybacks when the show's up. Make it count, even slow bucks, bet it feels nice when it folds up. Couple people try to do me dirty, but it ain't a thing when the show's up. Sick shift, I been getting to it, stuff it in my pocket, that's another band. Chef J, yeah, I'm really like it since the Institute, I been flipping pins. Corners, high defense, and walkie-talkie, so I got a whip, baby, me no walkie. Off the Henny, and I'm never sloppy, if they play the tunes, I'm a Jabberwocky. Calm collected, bro, had it on them, I ain't even know it, they some road runners. Been saucy like my girl bossy, if she say she love me, pray she never cross me. Off the rip, no, I never stutter, can't believe it's smooth, and he's not butter. Say you hungry and there's food in front of you, but we greedy, baby, it might take it from you. Yeah, pulled up, can't deny, yeah, they know us. Did my thing, I don't need no leeches, ain't no piggybacks when the show's up. Make it count, even slow bucks, bet it feels nice when it folds up. Couple people try to do me dirty, but it ain't a thing when the show's up. Yeah, pulled up, can't deny, yeah, they know us. Did my thing, I don't need no leeches, ain't no piggybacks when the show's up.
Hot 87 gave me a reason to smoke rhymes. Come dope like I snort lines. Listen on the West Coast at 8. Then you straight Midwest, the show starts at 9. 10 in Eastern time for ill hip-hop and spoken word on beats. Hot 87 FM, the hottest spoken word on the streets. How I know I watch it, got my music played last week. Didn't know that it really occurred that deep. Weed podcast with Rex45 Big E. Got me stretching lime inside brown whiteout sheets. Got me dirty kicking rhymes like soccer cleats. I trained for this, plus I got the proper sleep. For every Monday to tune in the boss's airway. Whack MCs, a box of karate chop your airways. I'm lethal, and there's poison in my pen. Wanna hear more of me? Then change the frequency on your radio and tune in. Cause to miss a show like this is a goddamn sin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Roll, like, smoke, hey, roll, like, smoke, hey, roll, like, smoke, hey, roll, like, smoke.
Break the Spanish down in my rollie and I'm scrolling it up. We put the whole 7 in it, you ain't holding it up. Hitting 12 in the lane while we sparking it up. Rexy45 and Big E, that's who the city show up. But the city been waiting, we been cooking and baking. Planning, putting that cake in, plotting, moving and shaking. LeBron, Steph Curry with the rock, shake the pot. This a big boss, cannabis talk, cultural elevation.
Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. It's 420 in this world somewhere. Outside, say rolling it up. Up north, stay rolling it up. What's up? Ain't no telling where we taking this thing from here. If you feeling me, put one in me. West side, stay rolling it up. East coast, stay rolling it up. What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome. You already know what it is. Roll one, smoke one, but I ain't telling you what to do. All right, Bray, welcome to the Pot Cafe. We got some more information for you. First, I want to shout out to our neighbors in upstate New York.
Okay.
They happen
We love New York. I'll be seeing you soon.
Well, we know they're rolling out their recreational cannabis use program, and they're just getting started. So they opened up another couple in upstate New York. So
all right.
This is for my world travelers.
Going that way too.
You know, if you on the road and you forget you done left your stuff on the counter at home, these are the alternatives. in Connecticut, as well as getting everything up and running. So if you make it through Rhode Island and Connecticut and you still ain't got nothing, and you hit New York and still can't find nothing,
there's Jersey too.
That's what I'm saying. Then you go to Jersey and you still ain't got nothing.
Come on, you don't want to smoke.
Man, look, then that means you need to send a message to somebody in the industry and ask them what's going on.
All right, and you can go the other way too, Maine.
Yeah, well, you know.
I think Vermont too.
We about to be encompassed. Circumference. Well, we'll be the biggest market in this area
at the moment,
because California has it on lock just for the sheer distance of the country, of course.
California, Colorado too. That's good. Colorado. You know what I'm saying?
They always seem like they got some kind of issue they're dealing with, whether it's weed quality, whether it's supply, whether it's too much in the. They've just been going all over the map. So,
okay.
You know, it's a very touristy destination. I'm not seeing Coloridians. Well, let me not judge people.
I haven't gone out there yet. That's one of the trips I got to make at some point. I think there's a racetrack close by, so I think I might be able to find my way that way. But just to visit the dispensaries, because you know I like. I used to
hear you can get puff at the ski shop.
Wow, that's even beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nice when it's close by. It sucks when you gotta take a drive, man. Listen, I remember I used to put like 400 miles, 4-hour drive. I was like in West Virginia, and I had to get to DC to get some bud. This is a long time ago, and you know how we get bud, and so you know what it is. This is where it's at, so this is where you gotta go. You know, it's nicer now that it's like I was out in Chicago last year for racing, west of Chicago for racing, and you know went to a dispensary. And it was nice to be able to get bud and enjoy my journey back. You know what I mean? So, you know, without necessarily having to know somebody to hook you up, or I mean, come on, or try to friend somebody online to get some bud. So it's nice to just be able to walk into a spot and get bud and not worry about anything. It's a beautiful thing, man.
That's usually what could only ruin a trip. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be on a plane, international, or what.
Right.
Everything's going Gucci until they're like, sir, could you come over here for us? Like, oh man, what is going on? So, you know, my last trip, you know, I travel with my essentials, of course.
Right.
And then they flagged my bag, and I'm like, oh no. And it's because one of the children put their laptop in their backpack with my stuff. So once
you went in a small room?
Well, no, not even.
Okay.
Once I finished sweating, and they ran the laptop through 6 different times, everything was all right. But it was enough to get the heart racing, I must say.
Oh, no doubt. No. I would be. Listen, I've had my moments.
Let's not forget the vitamins. What are these?
What do you mean? What are those? They're vitamins.
Vitamins. All natural.
All natural.
I made them myself.
Hey, listen. Hey, technology. I love it.
Yeah, definitely.
What else is going on in the cannabis industry?
Well, we
on the Pot Cafe, I should say.
We have Missouri, who is getting their marijuana sales and their home cultivation applications launched, and that's ahead of schedule for them. So soon, if you find yourself in Missouri, not that I have ever in life,
want to go into Missouri,
but if I happen to find myself, just remember they're up and coming.
Okay. I would find myself there. I mean, look, I would love to see this whole country. That's my goal. Maybe I'll do it through racing or something. Who knows? But like, for folks that don't want to leave their state or their town or whatever, I don't understand that. You know, this country is a lot of things, but it is, you know, what I've seen so far through traveling for work or entertainment or for racing.
Well, just remember there still are sundown states that we can't be in after dark. So
well, it might be towns, but not the whole state.
There's sundown towns for sure.
Yeah. Come on,
Virginia, all that. Straight down to Alabama. So you know. Just be careful out there.
All around the world, there are places where if you don't know somebody, you can't just go walk down. Come on. That's just number one. Like, come on. I mean, and if you ain't that person, you ain't walking down that street. And if you're that person, then you're gonna walk down the street. But that's a lot of, there's certain places in Jamaica. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean, and I've driven through some towns to get to some racetrack because you're out in the sticks when you are going to racetracks because it's all type of noise ordinance. But it's not knock on wood, as I got some right here.
The day I pulled up on the guy and said, "Excuse me, sir, could I use a wrench, please?" Mind you, he was working on a car. He said, "Boy, I ain't got no tools." I said, "You have a nice day." Went right back. Walked right back out of there. I was like, "We out. Let's go."
See, listen, maintenance on your vehicles. I have not been to date. I have not been stuck in a place like that, but I'm sure there exists, right? I'm not a, what I'm saying? But, for one reason or another reason, there's some streets that you just can't go down and, or some towns and, it is what it is. Staying alive is more important and hopefully your vehicle don't break down.
Yeah, it's just true. If you're lucky.
I mean, if it does, hopefully it's in a good spot.
At least hopefully you got some smoke with you.
yeah. Whatever it is, you got some smoke with you. That might be your ticket out.
Well, let's not forget the gentleman that told us the B&W place is down the street. So we took our BMW down to B&W. It was just unbelievable. But
you're listening to the Smokin' Rhyme Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
You got anything else for the podcast, right?
Nothing. Just look up and coming. Hawaii got some bills created for psychedelics.
Okay.
Minnesota's got some marijuana legalization bill that finally cleared the House committee. So everybody's moving in the right direction for worldwide domination.
No doubt.
Put your hands in the air. Y'all ready to get high out here? High as giraffe ass, that is. Everybody scream back, hell yeah. One guy to fit stoner chicks. Won't be no sausage fest up in here. 3 days of partying up, smoking good weed and shaking your butt. A party like this, I don't want you to forget. The weed's all free, come in and get lit. Cotton candy or Gorilla Glue number 4. Just a few smells you smell when you step up through the door. Sexy stoner chicks showing off they custom bongs. And from they look in their eyes, they left their man at home. Cause they're here to party while out and have a good time. And find a strain of weed to definitely blow their mind. The whole weekend's catered and the drinks are for free. And as long as you bring your bong, that's your admission fee. That's how it pops off at a DJ Slim Bong party. Now raise your bong in the air and smoke with me, everybody.
Ain't no space between the name and the area code. Shaheed Fofo. Homecoming. It is.
We got a gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. And I baby shit, take a sip, whip a this. Gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Buzz flow, spit rhymes, hung on from my stone. We got a gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. And I baby shit, take a sip, whip a this. Gang of cannabis, take a whiff, take a split. Buzz flow, spit rhymes, hung on from my stone.
Heard they search for King, there's a kush. Kinda got the keys crossed, crew. Caught her with the Chiefs, careful don't cough. Try to keep the people, please parlay, monster pawns, cool. Carolina calm, pilot with farms, however they tongue, wherever. Carolina calm, pilot with farms, however they tongue, wherever you from. We on Delhi, on, pass that back, wherever you done. In the city called mine, top billing from all crime, rebuilding them raw rhymes, man. Don't be the bond, you know the time, sow the seed, where the grown ups be, till we terminate. Don't die, germinate, improve, but become great. Take flight, birds of a feather together in aviation.
You're listening to the Smokin' Rhymes Show. My name is Rex45.
Big E.
We're on the mic every week with poetry,
music, and that cannabis talk.
Man, it's time to say goodbyes, man.
Yeah, we about to say something.
I want to shout out all my sponsors and the sponsors to Smokin' Rhymes. Sponsor of Smokin' Rhymes is HY Boston, and sponsor to myself. I want to shout out Woodcraft. I want to shout out Motul Oil. I want to shout out GoPro. I want to shout out Agio. Get your bags. The bags are dope if you need to travel and have wheels and you live a rugged lifestyle, or you just need a backpack just to get around with all your techie gear.
Yeah, I want to shout out to my sponsors, Cannabis, alcohol, and prostitutes. Thanks, guys, for supporting me throughout the years.
Cannabis, what was it again?
Well, we don't gotta keep saying it.
Yeah, I just want to clarify. I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I didn't. I don't want people to rewind what the thing. So it's who and who and who. Cannabis, alcohol, and prostitutes. Those are your support.
Yes.
So your sponsors.
Y'all are the best.
All right. So the unions are
always there when I need them. Always.
All right, no doubt. Definitely follow us on all the social platforms. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Hit the like button. Go to IG, subscribe, follow, and hit the like button. Facebook, SoundCloud. We're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just put Smokin' Rhymes in the search bar and listen to these things and have some fun. My name is Rex45.
Or look in the Hubble telescope and you'll see us on the moon. It's Big E.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah.
We got a gang of cannabis.
You see what's going on out there? What you gonna do? Are y'all people ready? Who you gonna look at?
Down in Washington, you got politician, liquor vision, say no ambition. Government should be separated from religion. Careful what you're watching on your television. Money is the most, and it make the big statement. Why the youth man them are beat off the pavement? Whether on the block or the blue collar shop, if you're sick and tired